Yeah, now the game's audio is delayed. That's even better. Alright, let's see. Alright, now I got low latency on, meaning it should actually work to show, like, what's going on to my viewers. I've had that problem for like 6 years, and I only just now discovered the solution. That's kind of anticlimactic that I fixed it, but... you know, whatever. I don't want to go ultra low latency, because then I won't be able to actually... because then the stream will suck shit. Like, it'll be terrible. Oh, come on. I hate these spikes, dude. But I don't really hate anything else, because I'm doing good. Let's do another practice run, just because why not? My screen is tearing up extra aggressively today. Whoa, 10 to 83. That's beautiful. You know what would be even cooler than that? 0 to 100. Let's see, 0 to 100. Can I get that? 70%, that's pretty good. I died to the jump. Okay, that's fine. Shit happens. It's a hard jump. Nice. We've already made it to, like, the death corridor, as I like to call it. Not to be confused with, whatever it is. Fucking... Code red. The red code. Coding red. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Dude, what is it with that first ball that keeps killing me? Oh, there's this stupid fucking dog outside. This is why I have cats. What is it with these jumps? Like, there's something wrong with them. Batman. I'm sorry, Oh, by the way, I ordered that mouse. One of them. It's getting here at some point. Yeah, what was it? Death Adder Elite, was it? Yeah. I'm trying to see if I could ever, like, end up doing, like, a Ship of Theseus thing with my computer. Like, where I slowly, over time, replace all the parts with, like, better versions. I'll read that in a second. I know it says have fun becoming, but I can't see what it says. Space UK, Zoink. Something with an S and a K. It probably wouldn't be Space UK now that I think about it. Strunk. I hope that's what it said. No, I definitely... I don't need reading glasses. My cat is meowing at me. You may have just heard him. And he's now trying to get onto my lap. This really isn't the best time, kitten. Meow meow. Or Trunks. That's your name. Ow! My back. I'm gonna cuddle him. I wish I had a camera, but somehow I lost it. Which sucks because it was like somehow good. That I'm on a desktop, which also means I don't have a built-in camera. Yeah. Team Salamanca. No, genuinely, what is it with these jumps that, like, do that? I'm probably gonna die there a few times, which is okay because they're hard. But I don't really want to die there. Okay, well, and then I survive it there somehow. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. Because I've totally never played this level in my entire life. So, of course, I wouldn't know that part. getting distracted. I gotta actually play this. There we go, that's good. Okay, what is it with this ship part now? That's killing me. I haven't eaten yet today, so maybe I gotta, like, play on a more full stomach. I don't trust these gaps to not kill me. Yeah, it's really not that hard. What is going on? I don't know. There, I beat it. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back on my flow. Whatever that means. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Welcome back, man. Also gotta check something out really quickly. Okay, it is not that. Never mind. Okay, hold on. The guy that looks like EVW? Yeah, the guy that looks like EVW and Chris Credible. I remember that. I know it had a censored version of a certain word, but I can't remember. Well, I know what the word was, but I don't remember what the censor was. It was, like, really funny, though. Yeah, whatever. I think it's in our DMs. Actually, I think I have it saved on... I think I have that GIF saved, so... Yeah. Shit, I swear I was gonna say something. Oh! I don't know why, but I discussed the idea of... changing... Imagine if international airports of cities were named after, like, Geometry Dash players that come from those cities. Anyway, actually, yeah, I'm gonna DM that to you. Fuck, where is it? GIFs. Wow, I have a lot of GIFs that I don't think I've ever used before. So many of these are just Better Call Saul GIFs. Although that makes sense because Better Call Saul is a good. Shit, I can't find it in my saved GIFs. Shit, let me find this. I'll probably just search up EVW in our message history. I found it. Alright, let me see this. Yep. Chris Credible and EVW. We sent it at the same time! Yes, there it is. The fucking face stretching. Oh god, Chris Credible and EVW. I remember... Hold on. Oh, fuck. 67 to 93, yeah, I guess that's okay. Alright, now let me see this. They were wild back then. It's not even, like, stretching it that, like, EVW was very freaking weird like that back then. Chris Credible was, like... Well, back then, I guess he was, like, I don't know, 12 or something. There's a lot of Geometry Dash players that were, like, really young, and then, like, I just see them now, and it's, like, they look like 40-year-olds or some shit, I don't know. Everyone was weird back then. That is true. I'm trying to think of, like, a player that, like, a Geometry Dash player that's, like, changed the least overall. Like, Dorami definitely wouldn't be that, because, like, he's now, like, a full-on, like, a lot more, like, you know, verifier or whatever. You ask him, like, you ask someone, like, what they think of when they hear the name Dorami, they're never gonna say Theory of Firepower 2, or Theory of Firepower. Why did I say there's two Theory of Firepowers? Oh god. I saw like a video of him like 5 years ago, and he sounded like his voice was about as squeaky as the fucking Layak song. That's stretching it a bit, I guess. His voice wasn't that squeaky, but like now he's like. He's like the most like. Yo, what up, dude? Well, I got his voice is still a little bit high, but like that's just how it goes for some people. Is their voices don't get like super. Oh yeah, man. RG, wait. Guy who. I don't know why that's funny to just imagine. Like, obviously I know, like, what you're talking about, but I'm just imagining. It's not that hard to imagine, though, I guess, if it's, like, actually the case for him. I was gonna say Xylonox, but, like... Actually, Xylonox has, like, an interesting thing, because... he's not even the first, and he's certainly not going to be the last, of, like, many people to sort of go from Geometry Dash to Minecraft speedrunning. All I know about him is that... all I know about the Xylonox character is, like... I think I was, like... I think, like, I actually had him added on my old Discord account that I unfortunately will never be able to get back into, which is just so depressing. But, no, that one had, like, a lot of old memories with, you know, us, with, like, Forsaken Neon and shit, and I think all our old friends or whatever. That one guy that I got, like, unbelievably pissed at for playing Terraria, maybe it was George? Oh shit, that's not how you play that part. I've played this level like 50 times, I should know. But no, I'm trying to remember... I swear there was like a guy... I mean, it was pretty long ago, so I guess it makes sense that you wouldn't remember that. I didn't remember it until, like, in 2020, he, like, reminded me of it, and it was, like, really funny, because, like, I guess I gotta go quiet here. Ah, shit. I guess I could always just practice that part. I refer to that part as the Death Corridor because, not because it's the same level of difficulty, obviously, but, like, it feels like a corridor to me. Like, a lot of it is within these tight little gaps or whatever, or this one, like, sort of area. I guess it's hard for me to play while talking, but... And, so yeah, it's a corridor. I die there a lot. Death and corridors make death corridors. Like... What was I about to say? Oh, what's this, think one of my favorite tropes is, like, Geometry Dash creators and players who are, like, ancient history, but are still, like... ancient history, but are still, like, somehow, like, active in the community or whatever. Like, Smokes from Plasma Pulse and Giron, but I guess Smokes is even more interesting. Smokes, like, verified a list demon recently, which I just find insane, that he is that old and that important to old GD history. Road bows. Cyclic. Cyclic is interesting because, like, I'm just imagining how crazy it is to think that, like, Riot was competing with a hacker and was kind of winning. Something I've always wondered, though, is, like, about a lot of people who hack things, is sometimes they have, like, actually legitimate achievements. Like, I know you told me, like, that you actually did have, like, Windy Landscape and something else done, like, legitimately, by the time, like, you were discovered as, you know... Oh yeah, Zoink was, like, really holding his own against Space UK as well. I ain't trying to, like, dwell on it or anything. Obviously, you have, like, done Sonic Wave legitimately and Down Bass legitimately or everything. But, like, for the record, it's a common thing of, like, they weren't 100% hackers. Because, like, they did have some, like, legitimate things. You did Windy, yeah. 50 hertz, that doesn't sound very fun, but, well, I guess Windy does have some pretty tricky ship stuff. I wonder if there's a 30 hertz list, because I know with, like, Mega Hack and, FPS Bypass, you can... Obviously, the purpose of it is to, like, pump your FPS up to, like, 240 or 360, you know. Something that'll make it good. Something that'll make it play it. Wow, I got 53% without even noticing. 30,000, or, Jesus, not 30,000 attempts. That's a little too many. That's crazy that it, like, took, like, that moderate of a number of attempts. But no, I think, Space UK has done, like, Wazaretta legitimately before, you know, being discovered. And I think it's, like, just one thing that would have happened. Oh, God. Windy definitely feels like one of those levels that's, like, I don't know if I will ever want to replay it after I've, like, already beaten it. It wasn't a terrible level. I mean, I did it as my first Insane Demon, and I was successful. Like, let me see this. Obviously, 2.2 fixed that slope to become, like, actually just free. But that doesn't really change much, because... yeah. I had fun time... Oh, yeah. 10 times in a row. That is, like... Batman couldn't even tell me, like, Batman couldn't even convince me to do that. Well, he's Batman, but... Yeah, I mean, Supersonic, like you mentioned with Supersonic, I mean, to be fair, it's not the same as Supersonic, because Supersonic is just already a very, very, very unlikable level. I certainly didn't love it. Well, I guess I got kind of lucky with it, so I didn't end up hating it. But I never ended up actually liking it, at the very least. Like, I can promise you that much. But, like, I saw why you, like, were so upset with Supersonic when you told me the story about how you had beaten it 5 times before, like, just deciding, or 5 times, and you got just, like, slightly unlucky each time with the recording, and that meant that you never actually got to record it. And then the 6th time you just stitched together some footage, which is completely... God, Necropolis. This one really gave me trouble. The problem with Supersonic is it's like a group homework project or something. I don't know. Like... Wow, I'm good at the ship. I remember that part being really fucking hard for me. Guess I'll probably gotta get better with, like, not swearing. It's only a personal habit, though. It's not like it's gonna get me... I don't know, whatever. But no, seriously, Supersonic is, like, interesting because there are parts of Supersonic that aren't bad. Like, Jazer's part, G-Boy's part on its own isn't terrible. It's... Going into G-Boy's part is like you said, it's like a slot machine. Like... So G-Boy's part in the level is, like, absolutely terrible. If... I don't know, if there's just a G-Boy's part that was only G-Boy's part, then it would probably just be, like, annoying. But G-Boy's part as, like... in contrast with, I think it's Evasion's part, or 2D's part. His name is labeled as 2D, but it might be Evasion. The dual ball right before is, like... I don't know if I've ever played anything more frustrating than that dual ball. I had to get so much luck with it, because I think I did get, like, a little unlucky with it, even on the attempt that I won. And I think one time I actually did die to Viper's part, like, from actually forgetting. One of them was just because, like, there is, like, a little tiny bit of timing in there. It's nothing actually hard, but it's just, like, a little bit of... You can't buffer every click. I, like, never died to this ship part, I think. This one I died to a few times, though. Man, I should, like, do something with, like, revisiting all these old levels. I remembered it! Oh, and I got... Yeah, I like that G-Boy has his name twice. But this part was really awesome. I remember loving this wave. Oh, I remembered it. New Supersonic. Oh, God. I gotta see this. Chronos MX. Whoa, whoa. This first ship is like... Tartar House. Slaughter QP. What is that transition? Oh, great. I'm upside down in the wave part. I take back everything I ever said to G-Boy about his part. I don't want to keep playing it. That's... Yeah, wow. Oh, Poltergeist was fucking amazing. ICD... Oh, I gotta beat this one day. I think this is the only one that'll, like, kill my stream with copyright or something. I can't remember how this level goes. But all I know is, like, everything that isn't a ship part in this level is genuinely just club step difficulty. Yeah, maybe the copyright's not that bad. Plus, I like Club Step, the song, kinda. I think Club Step would be even better if it were called Stress and it was made by the band Justice, but that's just me. Club Step if it was good. And it's just the fucking Joe Hendry music. Say his name and he appears. Man, that Joe Hendry coffee mug in the dream. I remember, like, being really sad when I woke up because it was, like, genuinely, like... It was genuinely something I would have wanted to have in my house. And, like, I'm not even kidding. It was, like, a work of art. I know you have a couple Joe Hendry shirts or whatever. I think you have one that's like the same shade of blue, which I think I have as well, or at least a very similar shade of blue to the one that he wears in the video. Say his name and he appears in your dreams. That is true. I think once... I told you about this, I think. Like, I was ordering at, like, Culver's, and I just started breaking into laughter in front of the waiter because I just thought of Joe Hendry. He didn't even look like Joe Hendry. I just thought of Joe Hendry out of nowhere. No, yeah, I really just need to be, like, good at ship, and that's, like, the main criteria for beating this level, is, like, being good at ship, or at least being at a skill level of ship that you want to improve from. Yes. It's funny, like, I am not even, like, a big, like, WWE guy, but, like, even then I'm still, like, yeah, Joe Hendry. This is still probably the best... Oh, it's loud. That didn't do anything. But no, I like how I'm, like, not even a WWE fan, and, like, even then I'm, like, just... Yeah. That's... I think he's also just, like, the national pride of Scotland, or whatever. Yeah, man, Magma Peak. Oh. That is amazing. That he was just like a small-time wrestler dude. Well, wrestler dude? I don't know. That's... Even that doesn't do him justice. I wonder if there's any Joe Hendry levels. There's only one. That's disappointing. Oh, awesome! So, I mean, there is at least a Joe Hendry challenge. Fuck, let me see what it is. I should rebeat Nine Circles and Fairy Dust. One is because I haven't played Nine Circles in forever, and I kind of miss, like, the thrilling experience it gave me. The other one is Fairy Dust is technically... By extension, Fairy Dust was technically not a legitimate completion for me. Now, I like, for all intents and purposes, I did beat it. I beat it on a... The thing was, though, it was on a copyable, and, like, more than that, there was a bug that I fixed that technically didn't... I'll explain it to you when I get there, but it's like at the literal last click of the level, there's just a sort of bug. It was likely brought to us being a bug, like, lately, because That's also the reason why Windy Landscape's beginning is now like 10 times easier. Jawbreaker I did fix a bug on as well, except that one was like an actual bug, because I can see in like the, you know, the Zentic Alpha verification video, or at the very least, like, I don't know, Zobros's, I guess I got it from EVW's. Yep, it's this. I fixed this. Okay, it's not even killing me, like, when I go into it improperly, so I don't know if I ended up needing to fix anything. Okay, so I guess it is legitimate. Jawbreaker is, though, just considering that, like, there's a portal that is bugged to, like, give you a 50-50 chance of dying or not dying. And that isn't actually originally... And you're originally just supposed to not die at all. So that one's a legitimate fix. I can guarantee you I literally have never beaten this one. I do not remember ever playing it. But when on earth would I have beaten this, and why? It has, like, the frickin' hardest duel sections of any hard demon. Well, except for one made by Laser Blitz, probably. Or Manix. Oh, crap, I don't remember. Mobile? That's even cooler. Okay, I can't cheat it. That's not a good idea. Theory of Everything 2 version 2 technically is, like, illegitimate, but it's not illegitimate, it's just more so improper. And it was literally just that I paused, like, halfway through because I kept losing my frames, and I had to pause to recover them. This one, unfortunately, was legitimate, and I would have preferred to just no-clip it and never actually touch it. But, unfortunately, I have an image to uphold, and I couldn't no-clip it. But I would have gladly no-clipped it if I had the chance. The final layer... Oh, man, the final layer is a big blast to the past. I've played, like, 9 stars that are harder than the final layer. There's something about the final layer that I love. It's like, it's a weird, it's a really weird level. I don't know. Now that final ship there is like basically the same reason you hated Dance Massacre. And the final ship of Dance Massacre is also the reason why I waited until after having beaten an Extreme to play it. Like, it was genuinely, like... unbelievable. Oh, the song in it is fucking amazing, though. I don't know why I just like the song. It sounds like a 50-year-old Flash game or something. Yeah, the Beatles for some reason had Flash on their computers. That they also somehow had earlier than they were available. I like how it reminds me of, like, you had, or, like, maybe sometimes do, like, have this tendency to, like, make your thumbnails for your videos, like, something just slightly related to the... Something just slightly related to the level's name, like... You have infrared, or whatever, is, like, an actual infrared camera shot of a guy pissing. And your thumbnail for this one was like, oh yeah, massacres. That's related to the title. I think you had a few others that were, like, really funnily, like... I will never understand that that coin. It looks too scary. No, genuinely, this last ship part is like... How did I not die here? The fact that I didn't die here even once is just insane. God, infrared being a fucking infrared camera shot of a guy pissing is just still... I just love that. I mean, Dance Massacre also may have just been because, I don't know, like, it's another one that's like 100% frowned upon or whatever. I remember you sent me, like, the video of you... Oh, that was a cool... I clicked right when I entered the portal. You sent me that video of you beating that one insane demon that has the Congregation song, and is, like, the insanely impossible and buggy level, and, like, it had a lot of Georgian swear words or whatever. And then when I watched the version on your channel, you just start speaking in Morse code because you had to censor it all. Okay, how do I remember any of this? Void, yep, Void. God. The description was just like, you know what, I don't need to say anything about how terrible this level is. Or it was like something like that because it was a situation like that that, like... Okay, how on earth did I beat this in 2020? This is, like, way above anything I would ever expect. How on earth did I actually beat this in 2020? And how did I not beat this in 2020? This one was, like, so easy. I don't know. Obama Rebirth. Oh, wait, fuck, yeah, that's right. Oh, I've played this. I don't know why low detail mode's on for this. Obama Rebirth. I don't know how I feel about that wave transition, but, like, if that's the worst thing in this level, then I'm completely fine with that. Nothing will ever... I don't think anything will ever beat, in terms of terrible level design. Nothing will ever really beat, you know, the ending of Dance Massacre. How am I getting so good at this? I don't know. Oh shit, my phone's about to die. I might have to end the stream when it does, but I still got time, so don't worry. There's something else I wanted to do. I'm assuming that's about a coin. Oh yeah, Damsman boss fights. Hold on. Wave? Is that like an optional thing or whatever where I can just choose to become a wave if I want to? That is boss fight design. Options. Did he just shoot himself? It's not very smart. You could hurt yourself. Oh, the final layer. The final layer. I was about to search it up because I wanted to... Man. Welcome back to 2019. Spring 2019. March 2019. Whatever you want to call it. Somehow your name is now back to being, what was it? Why am I terrible at remembering things? Yep, that's what you're back to doing, and you have now just finished your auto-completion of the Realistic by Softable. I don't have any helium nearby, so I can't go back to making the, Oh, who just texted me? Shit, that sucks. I don't remember this, actually. Auto no clip and cuts. Yeah, because I think I noticed, like, in the video I made of exposing you, that apparently it was, like, somehow a 100%, like, valid video plot. Obviously, I didn't think you were hacking, so, like, I didn't expose you on, like... I didn't actually expose you during that video because, like, I don't know. Maybe you were good at hacking. Maybe I was bad at not hacking. I don't know. Like, the extent of my criticism was like, oh, he's using trust as icons, an impersonator or something. Like, that was the extent of my, like, joke criticism in the exposing video. God, I'm just, like, imagining, like, how terrified you must have felt when you saw the video title. Yeah, this is low-key, like, auto. That one line. He hacked a bird to hold his... I can't remember what that was about either. Did it, like, sound like there was a crow or something at the beginning of the video? And, like, how on earth would that help you beat the Realistic? Man, the fucking thing about the chicken, that is a blast to the past. Hacking a bird. Doesn't Space UK go by Bird UK now or something? I don't know how, but yeah, just breaking limits, hacking birds now. Well, I guess there is a bird in the Yatagarasu. Yeah, the guy right to the right of my screen, that's the guy who helped you get away with it for so long. Oh, yep, there we go. I was completely blind, but I knew that. I gotta figure out what, like, are some demons I might want to put on, like, a list of, like, beat this at some point when you're done with Cataclysm. You mentioned ICDX, and obviously I'm keeping that one up. Acu. I've been practice moding this one. I'm not saying I ever want to beat it, but, like... Yeah, I don't need to play it, actually. Digital Descent, which I just replaced the song for no reason. Oh, right, it's copyrighted. Hold on, let me see what... Void. I guess there would be a few levels called Void. Is this it? If you do too, go ahead. What is that in response to? I kind of just forgot what we were talking about around the time you would have said that. I know I was talking about a list of, like, levels I want to beat at some point, and then I talked about Acu. Oh, okay. Yeah. Apparently it wasn't telling me, but, like... It was a manual setting that I had to change before the stream this whole time if I wanted it to be so that your messages would send, and I would see them exactly as you would have written them. Like, according to when the video, you know, when the stream is showing it. So, now I've just changed it so that it's, like, only 5 seconds behind what you say, which is good for the fact that, like, I'm not gonna have, like... I'm not doing a fucking Bizarre Phantasm, Jesus. So gotta stop, like, just saying Jesus like that. Jesus did not make a Bizarre Phantasm. Team Nazareth and GMD Jesus. Verified by Noah. But no, Acu's not fun to me. There's something about it that just, like, tells me I shouldn't play this. So having you just confirm, definitely at least gives me that bit of comfort that I'm right to not want to play it. Down bass. Jesus. Not down bass. The retention, or, just one singular retention. Oh, fuck. It's the same as my spacebar. Which I should probably change if I ever want to do a 2-player level. I think that's actually the reason why Space UK is a hacker, or ended up ever becoming a hacker, was because, like, he had no clip-on in his golden completion, and, like, only had, like, a few deaths. And it was, like, genuinely, like, he was at a point where he definitely could have beaten the golden. It was 100% within possibility for him to legitimately beat it. Retention is also, like, a very classic demon. Like, it is up there with, like, some of the old ones. Erebus. Did you beat Erebus or something? I can't remember. Something like that. Oh yeah, Deception Dive. The one that goes from Medium Demon to List Demon, and then back to Medium Demon. Allegiance. Oh. Oh shit, the Weekend's gonna actually kill the stream. Forgot what the Weekend's real name is. The level feels so weird without the music. Erebus is like... Erebus is badass. I don't know why, I just really like the emerald color of it. Man, the RGB trilogy. Remember that? Isn't Eric Van Wilderman doing Sonic Wave now? That's, like, really cool. I don't know, I mean... Obviously, his progression is going to be a lot slower than mine, because he's focused on, like, actually making videos more than just, like, getting better at the game. And that's fine. If he's, like, focused on making his own videos, then, like... Yeah, he can balance that with, you know, actual professional geometry dashing. But, like, I don't have anything else to really keep me occupied. So I have all the time in the world. There's, like, a collection of levels that, like, I want to beat when I have the skill level. Whoa. And for what it's worth, Incipient was in that list, and, you know, look where I am now. Just the ending of... He basically just opened up the game, and then... Voice crack. For Family Guy voice crack. But no, he basically just opened up the game, and it was on the level complete stream, like, screen. Duoco Core Carnage. I have a mashup of this. Let me just get that ready. Oh, never mind. Hold on. What happens if I have it... Yeah, never mind. That... Okay, wow. Wow. It really didn't want me to set the start offset to 10 billion. God, I gotta see so many of these demons I could do. Fexty has, like, big freaking, like... This one is, like, super historical. It's, like, Slightly easier Sakupan Hell or something. I don't know. Sakupan Hell, but you've been granted access to... Or Sakupan Hell, but your only sin was just not believing, so you're not going to, like, the lowest layers. Oh god, the wave in it, I know, is, like, at least so unbelievably... I don't even know. I think that's the reason why Fexty has, like, so much history, is because of the wave. Bausha Vortex. Sonic Wave Rebirth. SpongeBob. Cybernetic... I have still yet to play Cybernetic Crescent in full. It's been out for, like, what, forever? And somehow I only ever, like, know, like, a few things about it. And most of those are things you've told me. Like, you've told me that... I love levels that just have random names that, like... I know the Ouroboros is, like, a reference to... Well, in addition to being the name of the Sean Bean fucking contract in, the, Elusive Target arcade in Hitman 3 for Sean Bean, or whatever. And, like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, man, that name sounds familiar. But Ouroboros is like a snake that's like eating its own tail and like is like an infinite loop forever or something. Has nothing to do with what Air described it as, a snake that eats itself out forever or something. Air. I'll play Cybernetic Crescent one day. But no, you're right, like... Oh shit. The Hell World, Under Lava Land... Ragnarok. I know Ragnarok is like some, like, Norwegian, like... Oh, it'll also probably kill the stream, because it's got, like, 50 trillion objects. Ragnarok is awesome. The name for it is, like, probably my favorite part. I don't know why, it just is. How does even the ultra low detail mode not look that bad? All I know about this is, like, tech had, like, a really weird fail on it. But I know there's Thor Ragnarok. Man, this looks a lot like a Rustam's part in Hypersonic. Is that not exactly what it is, though? Ragnarok is actually Hypersonic in disguise. Yeah. Oh, yep, wow, yep, never mind, I see his name right there, and it's the same, it's the Erebus font, too. That's how I know I'm, like, an actual Geometry Dash, you know, level player, is, like, if I can recognize someone's style without, or, like, recognize that a part is made by someone without actually seeing their name, like... Don't you have, like, a weird-ass progress on, like, Cold Sweat or something? Like, you're surprisingly far on it, or got, like, a really good run on it on mobile? Or maybe it wasn't mobile, but I don't know. Promethean? Oh, wait, never mind. Wow. I'm gonna have to, like, dedicate a separate stream to, like, trying out everything. Wow, but have I even been doing Necropolis for the past hour? No. I guess... I gotta do, like, a daily practice run of Bloodbath, because, like... I did, like, a daily practice run of Incipient, and then that got me way more consistent with it to the point that I had beaten it. That's... Like, that's honestly just an amazing experience when you beat a level, but you just can't kind of... Like, you don't think you've beaten it, or whatever. Like, I still have to convince myself that I've beaten Incipient, because, like... I remember dreaming about wanting to beat Forsaken Neon at some point. I've never beaten it because of the ending, but it can't be that bad. But like... I never imagined myself beating an Extreme Demon, like, in the Forsaken Neon Lava Temple days. Even in the Caverns days. Incipient was just, or an Extreme Demon was just some idea, not, like, something that I ever thought, like, I'd get to within the next, you know... Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna... Like, that's a thing about Geometry Dash, is there's just this thrill of beating a new hardest. Also, I'm kind of curious, what difficulty is, your level? Hyperion. Wow, I passed that ship. About Insane Demon? Well, I guess for what it's worth, I might just beat it at some point. Like, obviously, I'm definitely going to have to... I'm definitely gonna have to go for, I'm definitely gonna have to finish Kata and Necropolis first, because, like, I can't leave that at 90%. I can't just leave it without that extra 10% being added to it. Necropolis is different, though, because, like, I died to something that's, like, that's a hard part that I died to. It's completely fine that I died there. And I'm tired of, like, and I can't just pretend that it's 100%, like, a dumb mistake of mine, and not just, like, I wasn't, like, I didn't have the correct skill at that part. But no, Hyperion is like... Even if it's just like a matter of like, well, yeah, this guy's my friend, I owe it to him to like play Hyperion. Like, I also just like sometimes I'm like looking for new levels. I know EVW once verified, I think it's Astral Nebula or whatever, and nobody really remembered it, and then it got rated like 5 years or something. It's different than Necropolis, because that one was like, people did sort of think of it, I guess, in a way. Oh, Hyperiotech... Hold on. Yeah, I think you recommended that one to me as well. How much is that? Fuck. Shit. That's bad. Hold on. Alright, you gotta not fall down from my computer like that. Otherwise I can't frickin' stream. Or I can't talk on my streams. I guess I'll just play until my phone dies. Because when my phone dies, I ain't gonna be able to read chat anymore. That's also why I record a lot, is because sometimes, like, I'm recording at, like, what would be, like, 1 AM in your time, and I think that, like, and I just feel like it would be disrespectful for me to stream then, because, like... I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, like, when I record and when I stream. Like, right now it is 10:15 in the morning. Which also is really good because I started streaming kind of early. For me, at least. Oh, shut up, kitty. Why are you on my lap? I really hope I beat it this attempt, because now... You're fucking biting my hand. Okay, now you're not... I'm sorry, kitty, but... Necropolis is Necropolis. Yeah. I think, like, it allows me to have, another, like, time zone on my phone. And so at some point I had, like... I guess it probably wouldn't be... TR Solus. Oh, God, that name sounds somewhat familiar to me. But yeah, I guess it wouldn't be Georgia Standard Time. But I guess it does allow me to, like, select the time zone of, like, a different city. So I can select, the time zone of, like, Georgia's, like, main city. I don't know how to say it, and I don't want to butcher it. What the... What the... That's cool. I didn't know I could fall down there. Yeah, I guess it is, like, a matter of, like, if you're able to really be in contact with someone. Georgia Central Time. That's... I mean, it might actually be Georgia Central Time for all I know. Oh shit, okay, I've played that so many times. I should have remembered not to click there. Balls. Yeah, I gotta like figure out how to pronounce. I think it's just like a common thing of, like, a common trait of mine is that, like, friends of mine who live in, like, foreign countries, I just, for some reason, want to learn all of their languages for no reason. It's not even, like, a paranoia that, like, you're just gonna say, like, oh, Stinkler sucks in Georgian or something. Like, I know you're not, like, it's not even a paranoia of, like, that, but it's also, but it's more just, like, I think I've got a friend who, like, surprisingly large amount of Romanian friends. Tbilisi. Like, I mean, I guess there is, like, the fact, like, it's, like, completely normal to, like, have a friend that's, like, from a different country and want to know about their country, because obviously, like, that's how things work. Like, this, I didn't, like, obviously, like, I didn't necessarily have to be your friend to know this, because, like, it is, like, probably one of the things Georgia is, like, most known for, but, like, I think it's, like, either the oldest or within, like, the 5 oldest Christian countries. Alright. This part of the level is Georgia colored. blue Georgia. Yeah! I'm actually wearing my Joe Hendry blue shirt right now. That... Wow. I was so right to just decide, like... I was so right to just decide, like, instead of ending the stream to charge my phone, I was just like, I'm gonna play until my phone dies. And to be fair, it's like at 7% right now, so I still had time, but yeah, I did it. Yeah, Georgia. I'll probably, like, edit in, like, some Georgian music. Screenshot, and then take a physical picture with my phone just in case, I don't know. Oh, my battery's too low to use the camera. Okay, well, I'll take it another time. That's a stupid feature. Battery's too low to use the camera. Okay, I guess I gotta save. I'll count the attempts later, because my phone's about to die. I'm not playing on my phone, but, like, I don't know, I like having my phone available. Somehow I have, like, I don't know, something... Yeah? Yeah? Oh, shit. 1 second. Wow, that's not a lot. That's pretty cool. Alright, shit, I gotta go right this second. I gotta say goodbye to my dad.